Hello to everybody. We hope everyone who's watching is staying safe and staying healthy. And this is Teton Raptor Center's rehabilitation team's weekly patient updates from afar. Currently, we have 3 birds in our oxygen and ICU room. Our newest patient is an osprey that was admitted yesterday that unfortunately was caught in some baling twine and has some soft tissue damage to its wings because of the twine, which is why it's really important for everyone to dispose of their baling twine properly so osprey can't get entangled in it. The osprey is going to the vet this afternoon at Jackson Animal Hospital for some sutures, and we are hopeful that the bird will recover. We also have a Swainson's hawk that was admitted last week that has no pelvic, spinal, or leg fractures, but is still not quite able to stand fully upright on its own. We're hopeful that the bird will start standing here any day. We also have a great horned owl that was most likely hit by a car down in Big Piney, Wyoming, and has some pretty significant head trauma, internal bleeding, and eye trauma. The eye trauma in the left eye is starting to clear up as the blood is reabsorbed by the body, which we are hopeful the bird will recover from. And then we have a total of 8 patients in our mews. So that brings us to a grand total of 11 birds right now currently in our care. We have 3 other osprey that are hanging out in the same enclosure together. Osprey 818 came in just a little thin, a little dehydrated, and some bruising around its coracoid. So we're hopeful it will make a full recovery. And then we have 2 younger osprey, Osprey 810 and 89. Osprey 810 was found on the ground with a fracture in its metacarpals that we are treating with cage rest and a splint. And then Osprey 89 was also entangled in baling twine around its leg and has some pretty severe soft tissue damage. And we are treating the wound and doing some leg PT every day to every other day. We also have a barn owl that has ulcers in both of its eyes. One of the eyes, the ulcers appears to have healed, and the other eye, the ulcer is much smaller and hopefully will heal with some more eye drops here in the next week or 2. And then we also have one bald eagle that was hit by a car. Luckily, she did not break any bones or have any dislocations, but she did have a very large wound on the back of her right elbow. We took the bird back into the vet yesterday to get some more sutures put in as some of them popped open, but the wound appears to be healing nicely and the bird is holding the wing really well. And then we have 2 birds destined for education placement as they are non-releasable. We have an American kestrel that came in with amputated digits in the left wing, and a northern saw-whet owl that came in with already healed fractures in the radius. These birds, we're just waiting for the proper paperwork to be able to transfer them. And then lastly, we have a great horned owl that came in with some head trauma, body trauma, and feather damage, and we are just giving the bird some time to regrow the feathers on its left wing. We also had some releases this week. We released an Osprey 8520 that came in with some bruising and swelling in one of its wings, but no broken bones. The bird recovered nicely. We flew it over the weekend and the bird flew really well, and so Idaho Fish and Game released it on Tuesday. We also had a young Swainson's hawk that came in with, again, just a little bit of bruising and just a little thin, and we gave him a good diet and his bruising went away. And we also transferred the bird to Idaho Fish and Game, and it was released on Tuesday as well. But that's really it for this week's patient updates, and I can't wait to see all of our volunteers back on site once it's safe to do so. But in the meantime, enjoy these updates from afar. Goodbye!